It's Kathy here, and I am playing along with the Paper Funday challenge, which is a challenge for all things paper, and it is a blog, and it is April. Can you believe that we are in April? And this month we're featuring Whimsy stamps, and this is the image that we are allowed to play with, and so I am using that one for my layout today. Now, I did make it a large image, so it was a digital copy of their stamp, and so I was able to play with it, and I did enlarge it, and I have done multiple copies of it because I'm going to use it in like a paper towel effect for a embellishment on my layout today. So this is a paper fun challenge that you can join in on the blog, and I'll have all the details down in my description box down below, where Donna Walls, she coordinates this, and she has great participation each month. So go and check out all the people that are playing along. I'm sure you'll find some inspiration. So what I'm doing is I'm going to colour in the full image here, and I'm using my COPIC markers here. I like the different colours and the different styles, and I'm just adding in some different details to bring out all those different colours. Now, I'm doing this to represent my daughter, and she's got blonde hair, so that's why I've gone with the yellow blonde. And then I'm just experimenting with the different skin tones because I don't want it too dark, but I don't want it too light pinky, because my daughter's not really pinky. She's an in-between tone, so I really want it to be a natural tone for her. So I've now worked out my colours that I want for her skin on this image, and it's just so pretty and cute. I think she's just cute, and because it is silly, it reminds me of my daughter when she likes to do her little ballet poses wherever we go, and she is turning 21 and she still likes to do her little poses wherever we go. So because I'm going to go with a pink theme on this, I am going to colour her in the pink, and I'm going to do different shades for different aspects of her dress, and that's the beauty of these COPIC markers. They allow you to mix and blend and smooth across nicely. So I'm just going over now with the lighter pink here that you can see, and then you'll see that I'll pick up another shade of the pink to put in the shadowing across the dress and adding in the detail. Now I will repeat, so you'll see there I've just did the girl in full, and now what I'm doing is I'm just doing the ballet slippers and her dress and her headband now, because I will cut those out to paper towel and build up the image. So I'm just repeating that same process again, colouring it in with the lighter pink here, and then going back over with my highlight pink, and that's so that I add that detail in there. Now this is really important when you use COPIC markers. It allows it to have that blending effect. And now for the last part, I'm just going to do the dress here on the top. I'm just going to cut out the top part of her dress for this one. So I don't need to colour in anything else but this top part of the dress and her little band there in the middle, because that will sit on the dress beautifully. I'm just going over it to make sure that it is all blended beautifully, and that's how this design or this image is going to be piled on top of each other to create a three-dimensional accessory for the page. So as I said, I am going to do it with a pink theme, but it is also going to have a chocolate brown through it. So that's because of the colours that are in my photos, which you'll see shortly. I'm turning the second side over, so I have two colours on my background, and I'm using this paper punch for the edge to set up a pretty doily trim across that centre mark there. Now I'm going to attach this to a 1-inch chocolate brown frame. I do like the chocolate brown and the pink together. I think they come together nicely. I love that colour, and I really do think I need a new blade. So I'm going to put down the pink over the top, and you will see in a second that the pink is a little bit short. So there's a bit of a gap, but that's okay because most of it will be covered up through the design. But the what isn't, I fixed that pretty easily. So I'm turning over, and you can see through that paper there. So what I do here is I just cut down this strip here, and I'm going to put that down the centre there in behind, and that will be supported by the tape that I have there, and that allows for that front to now be covered. Now, as I said, a lot of that is going to get covered up with all the extra bits that I'm going to add to the layout, but I do love the pink and the brown together. So I'm just contemplating what I want to add extra, and I just want it because I want it to be that girly thing with the the ballerina. So I'm adding a piece of lace down the center here, just as an extra trim, just to soften up that join and to keep that like the ballet, like the tulle of her dress type of feel to the layout. I'm going to cut here a 10 by 3-inch strip, which I then fishtail. So I'm going to just do a quick fishtail where I cut the end by folding the end and then cutting the triangle. And then I'm going to repeat the process here in the chocolate brown and the brown colours, because like I said, I love pink and the brown together. They make a beautiful colour combination. What do you think? Do you think that that's a great colour combination? Have you used that colour before? What's your favourite colour combination? Let me know down in the comments below. So I'm using my aged mahogany distress ink there to go over the edges so that it pops up off that background and makes it stand out. And you can see there that I have those 2 fishtail banners. They're going to be a feature for my photos. They're going to tuck in behind. What I'm going to do now is I'm also going to cut some pieces which I will use for layering, and on the reverse side it's a pink and white dot, so that's colouring in with the theme of the same colours. I am using that aged mahogany to edge them all just to make sure that they blend together but stand out from that background. And I'm just going to tuck them in here, and that's allowing some layering and some features. I am now going to cut 2 2-inch circles, and in the end I go back and cut a third one when I start to stick it down, because I realise I need that third one, and they will become anchor points for the photos and for the embellishments. So I'm really liking how this is coming together. It's coming up nice and layered, and as you can see, the circles emulate the Harbour Bridge and also the sails in the Opera House. And this is my daughter in the city where she likes to do her beautiful poses. She always has. That pose that she does down here at the bottom with her foot in the air, no matter where we go, that's a standard for her. Always has been since she's about 13 or so when she learnt to do. As you can see, I paper toweled the ballerina. She has her 3 levels in there, and that makes her a feature on the page. And this image from Whimsy is just so gorgeous. I just love it, and it just makes a beautiful embellishment for the layout. And it's that Whimsy, that little nostalgic touch for these photos. And I'm putting in a chipboard title here, which I coloured with that mahogany distress ink as well, and the arrow pointing to my daughter. So that now says an Aussie kid, because of course she's an Aussie kid. And then I'm going through these little sequence pieces, and I'm contemplating putting like a bow on the actual doll, but then I found these little sparkly crowns, and I thought, no, I'll use the crowns instead. So I'm putting in crowns as my feature points, and I'm having 5 because that's odd, and you know, anyone that's been watching me knows that I love odds. I feel that the odds make the layout so much more balanced. Now, I contemplate using these acrylic pieces, like I said, but I end up putting them back. They'll feature on another layout in the future, but they're always a good little addition to a layout like this. So I'm just going to stick down that crown. It is a sparkly foam crown. They are great. They look at them. Aren't they beautiful? They're just the right piece for here. And they look, they fit the curves beautifully. So that's perfect for this layout. Then I have this branding strip here that is from, I'm not even sure. Yes, I am. It's an Unmistakable Creations one. And what I'm doing is I'm cutting out the little words that are along this one that says be bold, be silly, be you, which is appropriate for her. And I'm just going to tuck those in with the crowns at the 3 points there. And then I have this other statement here that says, let life surprise you. So I like how this is coming together. I put that one there that says be brave, because honestly you have to be brave to do these things in the middle of the city regardless of people watching you, but she doesn't care. She always wants that pose. She always wants that photo. Now I have a pink shimmer pen here that I've got from scrapbook.com. It's beautiful. It's nice and glittery, and it's the perfect shade of pink, which I'm going over the top of this image here, and it's highlighting those pieces, and it's just that extra finishing touch for that image. Isn't it just the cutest little ballerina you've ever seen? Such a great image from Whimsy there. Make sure you go and check out Whimsy stamps. They really are very, very special, and they look so cute. They have a whole great range. I have just purchased some flowers from them, so go and have a look, check them out. They are the sponsor for this month, and you know, what a great sponsor. I added that shimmer there to that chipboard arrow as well, and that's how this layout has come together. Now, hopefully I've done something here to earn a thumbs up from you. Hit that thumbs up now, and if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, do so that you stay up to date with everything that I'm doing, plus next month's paper challenge, which will come out in the first week of next month. Now, I just added in 3 pops of colour dots there because I felt that that corner was not dragging your eye evenly around, and now I feel that the page is a lot more balanced. So there you can see I have those little crowns. Aren't they just so cute? And I've built up my little clusters, the pops of colour there like enamel dots, and look at her. Isn't she just divine? What a great addition to this layout, and I do love how she turned out. She is very, very pretty. And there's my daughter, and it matches beautifully for this layout. And there you go, another one for the album done. So as I said, check out all the players on the blog. There are lots of people. You will see lots of cards. A lot of people use these images on cards. There are a whole range of images that are being used by the team. Go and check out their designs in the blog. The link will be down below. Thanks for watching my layout and the creative process of using this image. As I said, get brave, hit that subscribe button so that you know every time I drop some content. And I thank you once again for watching. Happy scrappy everybody. Catch you in the next video. Here it is right now.